Level 0 is the most well-known location in the backrooms, not because it is dangerous, but because it is familiar. Level 0 is commonly described as an endless expanse of empty office-like rooms. The environment consists of uniformly yellow wallpaper, stained carpet with a repeating pattern, and fluorescent ceiling lights that emit a constant low electrical hum. Survival difficulty, Class 1. Environmental stability, stable. Entity count, none. Hazards, psychological disorientation, isolation, spatial monotony. The layout appears non-linear, with hallways and rooms repeating in irregular patterns, often looping back on themselves without any clear sense of direction or progression. The lighting is consistent throughout the level. The fluorescent fixtures flicker occasionally, but do not fully fail. The sound they produce is persistent and inescapable, often cited as one of the most psychologically distressing aspects of the environment. There are no windows, no doors leading outside, and no visible sources of natural light. The carpet is damp in places, though the source of the moisture is unknown. The smell of old carpet and stagnant air is frequently reported. Despite the apparent age and decay of the environment, the structure itself remains stable. Walls do not collapse, floors do not give way. Level 0 does not actively harm those who enter it. This is part of what makes it dangerous. Level 0 contains no known hostile entities. There are no documented predators, no moving shadows, and no signs of intelligent life. The space does not react to wanderers. It does not pursue, observe, or communicate. It simply exists. Time behaves inconsistently within Level 0. Wanderers often report losing track of hours or days. The lack of external reference points makes it difficult to measure the passage of time, and the uniformity of the environment removes any natural sense of progression. Fatigue sets in quickly, even without physical exertion. Psychological effects are common. Prolonged exposure to Level 0 can result in anxiety, paranoia, dissociation, and auditory hallucinations. Some wanderers report hearing voices or distant sounds that cannot be traced to any physical source. Others describe a growing sense of being watched, despite there being no evidence of surveillance or entities. These effects are believed to be the result of sensory deprivation combined with environmental overstimulation. The space is familiar enough to register as real, but wrong enough to prevent comfort. The mind searches for meaning, patterns, and exits that do not exist. Level 0 is most commonly entered by accidentally no-clipping out of reality. There are no confirmed physical entrances. Individuals may find themselves suddenly transitioning from familiar environments such as offices, schools, or retail spaces into Level 0 without warning. The transition is often described as instantaneous. Exits from Level 0 are rare and unpredictable. The most documented exit is a transition into Level 1, though this does not occur reliably. Some wanderers report that running in a straight line for an extended period of time increases the chance of leaving the level, but this is unverified and inconsistent. There are no confirmed safe zones within Level 0. There are no supplies, no food sources, and no water. Survival within the level relies entirely on what the wanderer carried with them at the time of entry. Despite this, many people remain in Level 0 for extended periods, not because they are trapped physically, but because they fail to recognize that movement matters at all. This is a defining feature of Level 0. Unlike later interpretations that introduce entities, pursuit, or narrative framing, the original concept of Level 0 contains no escalation. The environment does not change over time. It does not grow more hostile. It does not reveal hidden areas or secrets. It remains static, regardless of how long one remains inside it. This lack of escalation is intentional within the lore. Level 0 is designed to remove context. There is no objective, no reward, and no clear threat. The absence of danger removes the instinctive response to flee, leaving only uncertainty and unease. Level 0 is best understood as a liminal space. It resembles locations people recognize but cannot place in memory. It feels like a transitional area that should be temporary, yet it never resolves. The space suggests function without providing one. The fear associated with Level 0 does not come from what is present. but from what is missing. There is no explanation, no confirmation, no conclusion. The environment implies that something should happen and never allows it to. There are no confirmed records of entities appearing in level 0. Reports of figures or movement are attributed to psychological stress rather than environmental phenomena. This absence remains consistent across documented encounters. Because of this, level 0 is often considered the purest representation of the backrooms. It establishes the tone and rules of the space by removing narrative entirely. It is not a story location, it is a condition. Many wanderers report that level 0 feels endless, though it is unclear whether the space is truly infinite. Attempts to map the environment have failed due to repeating layouts and the lack of stable landmarks. Rooms appear similar but are never identical enough to confirm direction. Despite its simplicity, level 0 remains one of the most difficult levels to endure for extended periods. The human mind is not suited to environments without variation, purpose, or social interaction. Over time, the absence of stimulation becomes oppressive. Level 0 does not chase you. It does not trap you with force. It does not threaten you. It waits. And in that waiting, it removes the world you came from, replacing it with something that feels almost real, but never resolves. That is why level 0 endures. Not as a monster, not as a story, but as a space you were never meant to stay in and cannot remember leaving.